All right, I'm just running through a few videos. So here's another one that I'm working on. This one is looking at hooks for OMA. Now again, the principle here is that OMA is already a Scrabble word, so it's quite likely that this will be on a board from time to time. One of the reasons why this will happen is because since it is a word, people might have played it to maximize some points, and then it's hanging there, and you're thinking, what goes at the top? What is the front hook for OMA? Now, the natural thing is that you will start thinking, oh, I know one word that definitely work, and that word will be coma. So what will happen is that you'll start thinking, coma, I know coma. But then you look at your rack and you do not have a C. And you're thinking, oh, I wish I had a C. I could play something on top of it or beside it. Or I could have a bingo. And I'm thinking, where would I put this bingo if I could just have something to hook onto OMA? So what happens here is that there's a little trick, like a mnemonic, that you could use to help you to remember all of the front hooks for OMA. And all you have to do is remember this, that when someone is in a coma, what normally happens is that they have this brain freeze, like their brain has gone, nothing is working, it's not working. And so there's this little mnemonic that someone put together. It's not me, but it's a very clever way of remembering every single front hook for OMA. And just remember the principle here is that OMA could be on the board anyway, and then you just need to put something on it to make another word. And this is linked back to the one word that you know. The word that you know here is coma. Most people will know coma. The one word that you'll see comes up is, think of chills brain. So what does a coma do? It chills brain. Now, how does this work? This is the key part of this. How does this help you to know what's happening? Now, let's go to a Scrabble board to have a look. So here we're looking at an excerpt from a Scrabble board, and what we can see is on the board we have OMA, and I want to play down the side somewhere here to connect onto OMA. So when I remember that my little phrase is coma and coma chills brain, I start thinking about which letters would work. Now the first letter in chills brain is C. Now that makes coma. Coma works. The next letter is H, which makes H. Now we can know by using this phrase that HOMA also works. HOMA is a word. As well as what we do in these, normally we ignore the vowels because normally the vowel does not work in this scenario. The vowel does not work in this scenario. L works, so we have LOMA is also a word. SOMA, you get the picture? BOMA, ROMA, and NOMA. These are all words that are Scrabble words that will work. So the next time that you see OMA on a board or you want to play OMA, two things to bear in mind. One, there are quite a lot of front hooks for it, not just coma, not just C, but there are all the others. And you can use it as a setup. You can use it as a way to set up a shot, knowing that you're the only one that has something that hooks. You can also challenge when people try to put other things on top of OMA, because now you'll know which ones work. But it's easy if you just remember coma, chills brain. The next time you see OMA, you'll have a few more scoring options. I hope that helps to improve your Scrabble, and that's a Scrabble tweak of the week.